Hello guys, I'm coming up with one more tutorial on 3ds Max. That's for the beginners. As you have gone through the previous two parts for 3ds Max. So let's start up with one more tutorial on modeling a chair in 3ds Max. So as you have gone through the basic interface of 3ds Max, and the first session was the introduction about the application and the 3D software. So in this tutorial I'll be showing you how to model a chair over here. So very first of all, let's take a reference of a chair. How you will take a reference? Let's go into rendering, and you have option over here called view image file, and let's take a reference of a chair. This is a reference for a chair. If you see this chair, this is a 3D chair over here. So it's like whenever you're going to start with anything, you should know that what kind of shape can be utilized to create the things. So as you can see over here, we can utilize the box. We are not going to work with any of the dimensions right now. So let's take a box over here. So before starting with the chair, I'll show you some kind of editing stuff over here. Let's take a plane from the top view as I explained you in the previous session over here. After taking a plane over here, let's take a box. You can also rename the plane as base over here. Let's take a box. First we'll start from this part. So let's take a box over here. After taking a box, you can just push the box a bit up, and into the front view you can just push this box a bit up. Once you're done with this, now what I can do over here is, like, if you want to start with the editing of this box over here, it's very important. Let's go into this modify panel. Now you can see the length, width and height and everything over here, right? So right click on it, right click on the box, convert to, need to convert it to editable poly. So I had explained you in the last session that we have two types of modeling. One is your polygon modeling and other is your spline modeling. So let's convert this object into editable poly. So let's convert it into editable poly. So once you're converted into editable poly, one thing you will notice that you will not see that length, width and height segments over here, the things. So we got one good thing over here, that's your editable poly. So now the box has been converted into editable poly. That means it is a editable object. So if you open this editable poly, you have 5 things over here, that is vertex, edge, border, polygon and element. So once I click on the vertex, so what is a vertex? So this is called as vertex. So before that we were able to move the whole object. Now I can edit its entities over here. So if I click on the vertex, so vertex is a point which helps you to edit the shape. Second thing is called edge. Edge is a connection of two vertices, that's called edge. So that's edge, either two vertices or one edge. Border, we'll come to the border. Before that we have polygons. What are polygons? Polygons are the faces. So connection of 4 vertices or 4 edges and 4 edges. So either you select the 4 edges or 4 vertices by pressing Ctrl, or you select one polygon, it's all the same. Now if I delete this, so this is an open surface over here, then you can select a border. Now it is considered as a border. So border will only be selected if your polygon is deleted, if your face is deleted. So just undo it. And the last option is your element. Element is considered as a whole object. That's it. So vertex, shortcut key is 1 for vertex, 2 is for edge, 3 is for border, 4 is for polygon and 5 is for element. I repeat, 1 for vertex, 2 for edge, 3 for border, 4 for polygon, and 5 for element. Now if you come out of this, if you want to come out, click on this editable poly. Now you can move the object anywhere. So again, if you want to go into this, you can just click over here. You can go inside this. Now what I want is, let's go into the top view. I want two segments over here. Means I want two edges over here which is connected. So let's select one of the edges, and there is an option over here called ring. We have an option called ring. So the shortcut key for ring is Alt and R. So if you select this and if you ring it, if you select and if you ring, if you press Alt and R, it will ring it. Or you can just select this edge and click on this ring option. Once you click on the ring option, you will see that the edges which are parallel to it are selected. Either you click like this, press Ctrl and select, or either you select one edge and give ring. So if I click on this edge and again I give ring, it will select this edge. So select one edge over here and let's give a ring over here and let's give a connect. So we have a connect option over here. So let's click on this connect option. As soon as I click on the connect option, you will see that connect edges. So how many edges you need to connect? You can connect the number of edges you want to connect. See, that's the number of loops. So let's take two edges. The second option is edge pinch. Pinch is something like which will move the edges right from the center to equal distance. And the last option is your slide. Slide is like you just want to slide in any direction. That is your slide. So once you're done and if you click OK over here, as you will see that now if I click on the vertices, you will get one extra vertices. You will get one extra edge. You will get one extra polygon. See, everything has been again split. Same thing. Select this edge. And now again if you give ring over here, again if you go into this and if you give a ring option, so you will see that as I explained you, it is going to select all the parallel edges and again give connect. So once you give connect, just click OK. So once you are done with this, select this polygon. See, Control select this polygon. Select all the polygons from this view. You can use all the views. This is your top view, your front view, your side view and your perspective. And there is a option over here that is called extrude. So what does extrude do is like, extrude will pull this surface out of this shape. So if you click on this extrude settings and you will see that there is a option over here, you can just push this down. So if you push it down, you will see that it is pulling those surface polygons down, and once you're done you just click on this. Okay. So now if you see this, again if you go into this, you get all this extra edge, your border, your polygons and everything is extra over here. So now again select this both and I'll repeat again extrude in this direction and I'll click OK. So if you see this, we have extruded this polygons. First we created this box, extruded this polygons in upward direction. So again if I click, come out of this editable poly mode, and now if I want to move this object, I can easily move it. But if I want to edit it, I need to go inside this and I can edit it. So let's go into the front view. Select the vertices. I can just select this vertices and I can just push it up. Not problem. Now I want this shape over here. For that, again select this edge control select this edge and give ring. So once you click on ring, see all the 4 edges got selected. Again give connect. Now you can again give connect and you can just push this up. You can just push it up in this and click OK. So once you're done, see you got it over here, the edges. Now again select this polygon. Now I'm not going to extrude it. So if I extrude it, it will go in this way. But I want to join this. So select this polygon, control select this polygon, and there is option over here called bridge. So what is the use of bridge option? Bridge option will definitely connect the two faces. So let's click on the bridge option. So you see that it's been bridged up. Perfect. So again you can come out of it. Again select this edge. Again select this ring over here. And let's again give a connect over here. And just push this down. So again the same way. Select this both the polygons and give a bridge option. That's it. So once you're done with this, if you think that I need to make it much thinner, so let's go into the front view, select this vertices and you can make it a bit more thinner. So you can just make it a bit thinner. So let's go into this view and you want to make it thinner, you can just make it more thinner. So select this. Right now in the side view, that's your left view is the side view. Make it more thinner. So again I will select this and this. Again ring it, connect. I'll just push this up. Click OK. Select this and this and give bridge OK. So the same thing will go with this. Select this, ring it, connect it, just push this up, select this, ring it, again connect it, click OK. So now main thing over here is like, if you see that this is not in a straight line, if you think this is not in a straight line, so what I can do is like, I can just select this, press R and scale it from the top to make it straight. Select this, R and scale it to push it in a straight line. So press 4, select this again and the same option which I have utilized, that is bridge. Again I'm going to go over here, ring it, again connect it, again select this, ring it, connect it. So again I will go into this. So if you, just select this and this, go into this view, press R and scale it. So make sure you're pushing it in a straight line. So we need to just push it in a straight line. So either you select this edge, Alright, so once you're done with this, again you can just select this and this. So we'll just remove this, push it down, select this both and scale it. So once you're done, again select this, ring it and give one connect. Select this and this and scale it. Select this, so just push it up. Just push that up. Better. So just select this and this and just bridge it. So we can do such kind of changes which are required. Push that up, and again you can just select and scale it from the top. Select this and scale it from here. That's it. So once you're done with this, over here I can just come out of the editable poly. And now for this simple basic cushion over here, for that you can go with the same thing over here, ring it, again ring it, give two connects, make this as 0, select this, again select this and give bridge. So for this cushion part, let's go into this extended primitives. Let's take a chamfer box, let's go into the top view and let's just create a chamfer box over here and just create a chamfer box here, and you can just increase its height over here and you can just reduce its width a bit. So want to increase or decrease it, you can just go with that. Over here fillet can be increased, decreased over here. You can give a bit of fillet over here. That's it. So select this whole thing. Now what I want is a very straight, I just want to tilt it. So select the vertices of this, press E and slightly rotate it and push it back to the side. That's it. So select this both and just give a color. So just select one, press Ctrl and select this. So if you want to duplicate this, you can go into the front view, press Shift, keep it pressed and drag it. So it's calling out for the copy. How many copies? You need 3 copies. Just click OK. So you get 3 copies. That's it. So you can just scale it. So that's your chair is ready over here. So you can just save your file. You can just go into File, Save. You can save it in any of the location and save it in the form of your Max. So these are your versions. If you want to save it in a lower version, that can also be saved over here. So we'll come up with more tutorials. So thanks for watching this tutorial.